Hey there, Jamie Cunningham with SalesUp TV, talking about how to overcome some of the challenges that business owners think about in terms of their team, particularly when it comes to helping your team, particularly your key people, to think like owners. And while we all want to make clones of ourselves and have everyone at the same mindset and emotional buy-in that we have around our business, the reality is you're never going to get quite to that level, just because unless they've got everything on the line like you have, they're not going to think the same way. That said, there are some things that you can do that can move them a lot closer to the way you think and really get them to buy in and feel a sense of ownership in the outcomes being generated by the business. And that strategy is around profit sharing. Now, this is an area that can be sensitive depending on what your views on this are, but I can tell you that at some level, no matter how strong your purpose and your culture and all that stuff that we also talk about, no matter how strong that is, if at some level your people are feeling like you're swimming in cash and they're not, that's going to create some level of disconnect, no matter how aligned you might be in all other areas. And for a lot of businesses, that can be okay. But if you really want to take it to the next level, then starting to make your numbers more transparent and educate your team on what's happening with the numbers, what the profitability is, what are the metrics that really drive the health, the financial health of the business, and then setting up a structure that enables them to share in the wins when that gets created. Now, there's a lot to this concept, and it's important that we don't embark on a concept or strategy like profit sharing to fix some of the people problems that should otherwise be fixed by better leadership, stronger culture, the right sort of people, better hiring, all those sorts of things. This is a strategy for when you have that base level, good people, solid culture, and you want to create that extra step in alignment and really raise the bar, then profit sharing can be the right thing to do. Again, there are set ways to do it so that you educate people in the right way. You create a system that becomes a self-funding profit sharing pool, not setting up expectations for payouts that aren't necessarily achieved within the business. So it has to be self-funding. And actually, if you want to read more on this topic, I can highly recommend a book by a guy called Brad Hams out of Canada, and the book's called Ownership Thinking. He walks you through a whole process, and we use a lot of his methodology in working with our clients in setting up profit sharing models. Food for thought. How can you align your team by financially aligning your team? Have some fun with it. Jamie Cunningham with SalesUp TV, signing off.